Welcome to the Punzi Grange. Today we're going to look back at an episode that we started in the summertime when we were actually looking at propagating strawberries. And we're going to look down here at something that we worked on last summer. Now, if you can see here, this is a pot. You may recall us propagating into a pot a runner from the strawberry plant. And as you can see now, it's pretty well rooted. And we actually got it to stay in place using a little metal clip. See that? Just to hold it in place, which we don't need now. And we're going to actually take a look and see how well it's rooted since last summer. And look at that. Now that's a root system. That's ready to go. We can cut it on either side. Actually, let's cut it. It's ready to go out into the garden or wherever we choose. We could actually put it in another location in the garden, another bed. We could put it into a container, a larger container, and grow them in containers, or even in hanging bags. I don't know if you've ever seen them growing in stuffed into hanging bags, and then they'll trail out and grow strawberries like that. So we'll start with that. Now we're going to talk about grapes. And I want to get out and start pruning my grapes before it gets too warm. We're having a beautiful day this winter, and you wouldn't know it was winter just from the way I'm dressed, but it's winter still. And as you can see, they haven't really budded yet, so this is a good time to prune them before they've actually started active growth. But it's late enough in the season that you won't get any winter damage from the pruning. So what we're going to do, since this is an Interlaken grape, this is actually a hybrid grape. This is a hybrid of an American grape with a European grape. And European grapes are basically pruned where you have one long stem that keeps growing and growing, and then you allow spurs that the fruit grow from to come through. That doesn't work on the American hybrids. They actually take on their American heritage, and they actually need to fruit on the first year cane. So we have to actually think 2 years ahead when we prune on these. What we're going to do is we're going to find a good first year cane, and this is a nice one here. This is a nice long one. We're probably gonna have to cut it back. This was growth that came last year. And you can kind of tell because it's very smooth still. And if you look down here, it's very coarse. It's starting to get flaking. This is 2 or 3 years old. So we're going to remove this and let this take its place. But this is for this year. We have to start thinking about next year, the following year. And so when we prune this back, we're going to leave 2 buds. So we're going to go back and we're going to look for buds. We can here and here. So we're going to cut it back and take this off. And we can actually leave that. So next year's growth is going to come from here, and this is this year's growth. And I'm going to actually get this supported. And I'm going to use something called, these are called lever loops, and these are neat. I might have shown you these before, but maybe not with grapes. This will hold the grape in place, and we'll go down the line. And now we're not going to want the full length, so we're going to keep about 10 buds. So we'll count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we're going to cut that back. Remove that. Get one more loop. Get that down. And now what will happen is from these nodes is where you're going to get grapes coming this following year. So as you can see, grape growing depends on your type of grape. So find out before you prune your grapes which grape you have. If you have a European or if you have a hybrid, which most likely I have because they do well in our climate. Till next time, this is Horticulture Guy. Live long and garden.